Hello, and welcome to my channel. I hope you'll enjoy. This video contains a story about a relationship between three boys, so if it disturbs you, just leave. I don't own any of the Haikyuu characters or music or sound effects or anything other than the plot. This doesn't in any way describe how the Haikyuu characters act. It is just for fun, so don't take any of this seriously. I am sorry if there are many mistakes. English isn't my first language and I learned it from fanfiction and YouTubers. Warning: mention of abuse, so if it disturbs you, you have been warned. All of this is happening IRL, unless said otherwise. Enjoy. Text after thinking bubble represents thoughts. I am not ready to see and talk to him yet. Suga? What are you doing here? Why aren't you in class? What about you? I forgot a textbook, so I came to get it. And you? I am just waiting for class to start. But, why here? Sugara just buries his face in his knees. Asahi sits near Sugara. I am sorry about yesterday. Huh? Sugara raises his head and stares into Asahi's eyes. Asahi shifts his gaze and looks at his fingers. I wasn't able to help you. I know why you called, but since Noya answered, it is alright. Sugara answers as he buries his head into his knees again. Yet. Suga? Why didn't you go to Daichi's house as usual? D didn't want tea too. Huh? Why? Did you two fight? No, not really. Then, why? I kind of embarrassed myself in front of him, and didn't want to face him yesterday. What? Really? Do you think I am lying? Asahi shoots up to his feet and starts shaking his head and hands. No, of course not. That isn't what I meant. I didn't mean it like that. Sugara lets out a chuckle before he looks at panicked Asahi. Calm down, Asahi, why did you panic? I truly didn't mean it like that. I know, I was just messing with you. Asahi lets out a sigh of relief. Can you move from the door so I can get my textbook? Yeah, sorry. Sugara stands up and leans against the wall near the door. Asahi twists the doorknob, but nothing happens. Oh no, it is locked. I have to find Daichi then come back. I am so screwed. I will be late. I have the keys. Suga, you are a savior. Yeah. Sugara opens the door, and Asahi walks in. Sugara leans on the door frame watching Asahi go inside. Thank you so very much, Suga. Sure thing. Asahi grabs his textbook from his gym bag and walks towards Sugara. Sugara locks the door after Asahi exits the room. Do you want to stay here more or should we go to class? No, it is alright. Let's head to your class. Okay. Sugara and Asahi start walking toward the third-year hallways. Where did you stay last night? You didn't stay in the park again, right? No, I stayed at a friend's. Alright, that is good. I am sorry again about yesterday. Asahi stopped worrying, it is alright. It ended up well, so no need to worry. But, what if you didn't have any other place to go? It already happened, and I slept at a friend's house, you don't have to worry about it. And don't even trouble Noya about it. Okay? I already got into a fight with Noya. What? He answered my phone without permission. You needed me last night, but Noya doesn't know about your dad, so I know you brushed it off, but if he has just woken me up. Alright, stop, I get it, but don't fight with Noya again because of this. He didn't even tell me that you called. Like if Daichi wasn't acting weird and didn't want me to call you because you were late. I might have never known. Noya should really stop using my phone without telling me. Or pick it up and not tell me that someone has called. This was getting on my nerves. I guess I finally snapped today morning because I knew that you needed me. And I couldn't help because Noya. Asahi continues to ramble on before he glances at Sugawara. Sugawara's shoulders are slumped, and he is biting his lip. Asahi freezes for a moment before he continues walking near Sugawara. Suga. Are you alright? Yet. Why didn't Daichi want to call me? He said something about how he didn't want to disturb you. Like he felt that you didn't want to talk to him. He was afraid that if he called you wouldn't answer. So, it isn't that he didn't want to talk to me. If it was like that, he wouldn't have taken the phone from me, right? I guess. But seriously, you need to resolve the issue with Daichi. Like when did you get embarrassed over something you did in front of him? Sugawara sighs. I know, just not now. I don't want to talk to him. Suga. Yet. Suga? Sugawara suddenly turns around and is greeted by a frowning Daichi. Yet. Can we talk for a moment? No. Daichi just huffs and grabs Sugawara's arm, and he starts to pull him. Wait. Daichi ignores Sugawara and continues to pull him until they reach an empty classroom. Daichi pulls Sugawara into the room and locks the room behind him. What is going on? Nothing. What do you mean nothing? Something is off. From last time I thought there was something off. I knew something was disturbing you, but I didn't mention it. I know that you always end up telling me what is wrong. So, I was waiting for you to tell me. But after you got in trouble and you did not show up, I know that something was wrong. So, what is disturbing you? So? It is nothing. Suga, I know you. What is disturbing you to the point of wanting to stay at another person's place when you are in trouble? Suga. You dating Yui is this. The bell rings, startling both of them. Sugawara pushes Daichi aside and unlocks the door, and runs to his classroom. What? He will surely hate me now. Sugawara whispers. Around 3:20 p.m. All classes have ended. Sugawara has stayed late in his classroom before he gets up and walks to the club room. When he enters, the room was empty. Sugawara sighs in relief and starts changing into his jersey. Then, Sugawara walks into the gym. Sugawara, you are late. Hurry up and warm up so you can start practice. Yes, sir. Sorry. Sugawara hurries into the gym and starts stretching. His eyes wander and land on Daichi, who was staring at him puzzled. Sugawara instantly turns his body to the other side and continues to stretch. Let me help you with stretching. Why yeah. Sugawara glances at Daichi again, but he isn't looking there. What happened when you went to talk? You mean, pulled to talk? Suga, you know why he did that? Yeah, because I didn't want to talk with him. Yeah, so, he shouldn't have forced me to go with him and let me be. We are doing some interval sprints, so team up in twos. Author, I am making these exercises up. I really don't know what I am talking about. Yes, sir. The team screams. Asahi-san, team up with me. And no Noya, I will be with Suga. It is all right. Be with Noya. No, you net. Noya, I am sorry about last night, Sugawara-san. I shouldn't have answered. Noya bows before he jogs towards Tanaka and jumps on his shoulders. Tanaka, team up with me. Sure. Have you told him? Obviously not. I told him that this time wasn't serious, and it only was about homework. But what if you probably called me for something important and you didn't want to tell him? Noya is smarter than that. He probably figured it out, especially since I came late today. That isn't important now. Sugawara, Asahi run. Yes, sir. Both of them sprint to the next destination, where the rest of the team is all waiting. Asahi puts his arms on his back trying to catch his breath while Sugawara places his hands on his knees and bends down to catch his breath. But, huffs, it is important. Well, huff, it cannot, huff, be changed. Yet. So, what did you talk with Daichi about? Well, it cannot be changed. Suga. What? It is true, it cannot be changed, but I want to know what happened. Nothing important. Asahi sighs as they start sprinting the second distance. Around 6 p.m. After practice gets dismissed, Daichi looks at the team who is speeding into the club room, but they are missing one person. Sugawara. Daichi walks into the storage room and gets greeted with a shirtless Sugawara whose torso is covered with bruises. Daichi sighs and he walks into the storage room and shuts the door behind him. Sugawara turns around quickly. Daichi-san. Sugawara puts on his uniform immediately and lowers his head. Capital I. Daichi sighs, and walks to Sugawara. Suga. Why yes. Why didn't you come to my place yesterday? I didn't want to see you. Why? Because I started dating Yui. Sugawara nods and lowers his head. How does this change anything? Nothing really changed. I don't understand. I cannot depend on you anymore. It won't be fair for Yui if I take more time from you. What? I shouldn't depend on you anymore. Daichi grabs Sugawara's shoulders. Sugawara looks into Daichi's eyes. Are you serious? Why yes. I don't believe you, but I will take it for now. But, seriously, whatever is disturbing you? Nothing changed. I will be there for you when you need me. And if your dad becomes too much, you are still welcome to come to my house. Just give me a week. Just a week and everything will go back to normal. I have to overcome my feelings in a week. Daichi knows I am lying. I should overcome these feelings and go back to how things were. I don't know how a week will change anything, but I will do that. I will stop pressuring you until next Wednesday. But I expect the truth. So, whatever is bothering you, you have to tell me. Okay? Sugawara nods before Daichi leaves the room. How can I tell him? I don't want to tell him anything. Sugawara sighs and finishes changing, and heads to the library. Around 8 o'clock p.m. Sugawara stands up and leaves the library, and he picks up his phone. Hello. Hi, Sugawara-san. Did you make it to school? Yeah, and I aced the exam. Studying does make exams easier. Sugawara chuckles. Are you for real? Yeah. Studying makes stuff easier. Sugawara lets out a laugh as Oikawa starts to laugh as well. Anyways, Sugawara-san? Yeah. Where are you? In the library. Why? After you are done, come over. Sugawara sighs. I cannot do that. I already told you not to worry about me. I know. But, my mom won't come today, and I was supposed to spend the night with Iwa-chan, but he is angry at me for what happened in the morning, and he isn't allowing me to annoy him. Sugawara lets out a laugh and places a hand on his forehead. You cannot be serious. Boo, I am. And I am bored. So, you only want me for entertainment? Yes, and because I missed you. Oikawa's voice fades towards the end. What did you say? Nothing. Just pretty, please come over. At this time, I will be annoying Iwa-chan until he kicks me out, but today he didn't even allow me in. I can see your pout through the phone. Huh, how did you know I was pouting? Sugawara chuckles. I just know. Which library? The one near the park. Our fake park? What? It made us meet, so. Sure, yeah, I am near our fake park. Then pack up your things, I will be there in 10 minutes. You don't have to. This is my annoyance, and you happen to be the unlucky person. I am picking you up no matter what. Alright, then what? Then we will have dinner since my mom had a 24-hour shift and she wants me to starve. Can't you cook? The entire kitchen? Yeah, I can. Oh my. What? Stop laughing. Ha ha ha. Sugawara-san. Yes, ha. Pack your stuff. Alright. Okay, I will be there at 10. Bye. Sugawara walks into the library and packs his stuff and goes to the park, and sits on the same bench he sat on before. He grabs a book from his backpack and starts reading. After 15 minutes. Sugawara-san. Hey. I am starving. What do you want to eat? I don't want to eat in a restaurant. And I don't want to burn my house down. I will cook, but what ingredients do you have? I don't know. Unprepared food isn't food, so I don't know. You are hopeless. Ugh. Let's go to a grocery store then make dinner. It is a date then? Both of them freeze at what Oikawa just yelled. I ignore what I said. Is this what you consider this? I mean, if you want to? Capital I. Ignore it if it disturbs you. If you don't spell it out, I will consider this as a friend hangout. Okay. Okay, we are just hanging out, nothing more. Let it be a date. Really? Oikawa jumps in front of Sugawara and grabs both his hands between his palms. Thank you, Sugawara-san. Sugawara-san? Yet? Can we hold hands while walking? Why yes. Oikawa grabs Sugawara's hand. A smile spreads across Oikawa's face while Sugawara's face turns red, and he lowers his head. As they continue to walk toward a store near Oikawa's house, Oikawa's eyes meet a wide-eyed Kageyama. Kageyama mouths Oikawa's name. But Oikawa shakes his head no and turns it to Sugawara. Sugawara's head is still lowered. Good, he hasn't seen Tobio. I don't want him to run into my ex today. Oikawa looks at Kageyama, who is still frozen in his place staring at them. Gosh, just leave Tobio. Bread. Sugawara raises his head and looks into Oikawa's eye with a raised eyebrow. What? I want bread. All right. Oikawa pulls Sugawara into a nearby bakery. Good evening, how can I help you? Hi, can I get 50 pieces of milk bread? The baker's eyes widen, and he stares at Oikawa. 50, of course not. Just give us 4, please. Yes, sir. Boo, I want 50. I promise to give you 5, please Sugawara-san. How generous of you, but no. Oikawa pouts. All right, I will give you 10. Our dinner won't be bread, so no. Mean Suga-san, mean. It will be 2,000 yen. Oikawa gives the baker the money and sadly grabs his 4 buns. 4 buns are not enough. For dinner obviously, but I will make something good, so don't worry. Oikawa glances around when they step out of the store but doesn't find Kageyama. Oikawa pulls Sugawara so the latter can face him. No, that wasn't the plan. I would have eaten 20 pre-dinner desserts and the other 20 as dessert after dinner. Sugawara pushes Oikawa's arms from around him and grabs his hand. He starts to walk and pull Oikawa after him. Oh my, what about the rest 10? They are for tomorrow. All of them? I mean, I promised you with 5, so I would have given you them. Oikawa, you cannot be serious. But I like milk bread. All right, next time I will make sure to buy you at least 10 buns. That won't be enough. Okay, but for tonight what do you want to eat? Anything you can cook is fine. It needs to be something fast so you won't rob a bakery of milk bread. Yet, if the food takes more than an hour to be prepared, I will get milk bread. Yet. The shop is here. Okay. Both of the boys walk into the shop holding hands. Which one do you prefer, fried chicken or ramen? Can you make fried chicken? Yet. Then chicken it is. Okay. Sugawara grabs some chicken, bread crumbs, eggs, and pre-made sauce. I believe you have rice. Yet. All right. What about dessert? You have your milk bread. Those 4 buns aren't even considered food, yet dessert. It is as if you gave me 4 popcorns. All right, we can buy dessert. We will get ice cream, cake, and one of the above. What? Only one. Okay, then ice cream. Okay. Oikawa grabs 2 large ice cream bowls. No, get the smaller ones. No. Then at least get 1. No, 1 for me and 1 for you. I don't need that much ice cream. Cool, the more for me. How do you even stay fit? Don't know. Do you usually eat like this? When unattended? Sugawara burst out laughing. What do you mean? I am never allowed to go shopping alone, and usually, Iwa-chan tags along and prevents me from buying stuff. But really, put one back. What will you eat for dessert then? We can share. I don't share my food unless it isn't good, then I will share so it won't be my problem. That is terrible. Anyways, since this is a date, it is more romantic to eat from one cup. Sugara approaches Oikawa, who has turned red. Okay, I will return it. They pay for the items, and Oikawa starts running home. Hurry up before the ice cream melts. Sugara chuckles as he sprints after Oikawa. In a hurry, Oikawa opens the door, and he kicks his shoes off. He runs to the kitchen and shoves the ice cream into the freezer. Sugara slowly removes the keys from the front door and picks one of Oikawa's shoes which was kicked outside, then he locks the door after him. He takes off his shoes and walks into the kitchen. Oikawa sits down and starts eating one of the buns. Sugara signs and washes his hands. Where are the bags? On the floor there. Oikawa points to the floor near the fridge. The bag has eggs in it. Oops, but the ice cream is safe. Sugara picks up the bag and finds that the eggs are safe. Then Sugara takes the ingredients and starts preparing the food. Do you have a rice cooker? Yes, but my mom won't allow me to use it after I exploded the first one. Exploded? I didn't add water. Oh okay, I am using it. Okay. Oikawa grabs the rice cooker after he eats his last milk bread bun. After about 30 minutes, the food is finally prepared, and both Oikawa and Sugara start to eat. This is amazing. Thank you. After they finish eating, Oikawa prepares the bathroom for Sugara. Don't forget the shampoo. I won't. Oikawa screams with a flustered face, while Sugara giggles. Sugara showers while Oikawa cleans up the dishes. Around 11 p.m., both Oikawa and Sugara finish their shower, and Sugara is drying Oikawa's hair. Do you want to watch a movie? But it is already late, and yesterday we barely slept. But I want ice cream. You already ate. That's enough. You ate half the bowl by the time I finished my shower. Oikawa pouts. But I need more. Tomorrow. Fine. Sugara-san? Can I call you Ko-chan? What? OWW, my hair. Oh sorry, I didn't mean to pull it. But you surprised me. Is that a no? Sugara turns red and shakes his head. It is fine. I haven't heard that name in a long time. What? Did they used to call you that? Yeah, my mom. Oh. Few minutes of silence pass and Sugara finishes blow drying Oikawa's hair. Ko-chan, thank you for drying my hair. You are welcome. Sugara smiles as Oikawa hopes for the bed and opens his closet. Oikawa-san? See, can we sleep in the same bed? Oikawa turns red and nods vigorously, then closes his closet and lays on the bed. Oikawa lays down with his back facing Sugara. See, can we cuddle? Yeah. Oikawa lays on his back, and Sugara places his head on Oikawa's chest. Can I stroke your hair? Yes. Oikawa starts to stroke Sugara's hair, and Sugara's eyes begin to get heavier. Sugara falls asleep with one last thought in his mind. Why is my heart beating like this? Don't I like Daichi? So, why am I feeling like this towards Oikawa too? I have another YouTube channel where I upload time-lapse of my art. It is in the description below with my Instagram account. I am just a beginner artist, so don't expect your mind to be blown.